did a whole show on this a few months ago, the natural cure for heart disease, and that applies to any aspect of heart health problems: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, damaged arteries, inflamed arteries, blocked coronary arteries, whatever, just every aspect of it. And I'll give a couple of really quick, easy things that anybody can do. And I highly recommend the book Dr. Ornish's Program for Reversing Heart Disease by Dr. Dean Ornish. And he's a cardiologist from California who actually did a study, and in the study he got volunteers who were scheduled within a week to 2 weeks for bypass surgery. Their arteries were blocked so severely that their doctors were, they had the paddles ready just in case, and they were scheduled for surgery. And he's put them in this study, and within a couple of weeks they stopped having pain, and they were out of immediate danger. Within about 6 months, their health had tremendously improved, and he could actually look in with a little scope that they have and see how much plaque is on the arteries, and the plaque was actually starting to come off of their arteries, and the arteries were opening up.
Wow.
So that's an excellent, excellent book to read. Dr. Dean Ornish's Program for Reversing Heart Disease. You can get it at any bookstore for about $6, I think. And I actually taught some classes based on it at some local health food stores here in Denver, and had almost standing room only. So it was an extremely popular class.
Is that name spelled O-R-N-I-S-H?
Yeah, O-R-N-I-S-H, Ornish. And at this class, there was one gentleman there, excuse me, who he came to the first class, and I actually taught a series of 4. And then he came to the last class, and at the last class he said, can I share something? I want to share something with you. You remember I was at the first class? I said, yeah, I remember you. And I told him, go ahead. And he said, I came to Chris's first class a couple of weeks ago, and I started implementing the diet and the exercise and the relaxation, which is basically what the Ornish program is, and I'll give a little more specifics on that in a second. And he said, my blood pressure has dropped about 40 points in the last 2 weeks. Oh. I mean, that's what that's a change that a lot of medications won't even get a lot of times. So,
well, and doctors say that you cannot do that kind of thing on your own anyway. They tell you.
Oh, yeah.
They told my girlfriend that.
Yeah, they want us to just leave it to them. You can't do this at home. This is for the professionals. That kind of.
Yeah, and I think they actually believe it too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure most of them really do believe it. And they're taught this in medical school, and it's drilled into them. You're the people. You're the answer. Your patients are going to come to see you, and their health is in your hands, and it all depends on you, and you're going to have to take responsibility for them. And that's just the opposite of natural healing, where we teach taking responsibility for yourself, and no one else can heal you. You're the only one who can heal you. And not only does that sound more empowering, it just plain works better. So I like that approach a lot better myself. So what I would do if I had concerns about arteries, blocked arteries, and so forth, is first of all I would do the Ornish program. And basically what it was a vegan diet, which means no animal products and no hydrogenated oils and nothing, processed or dead. And so you're eating mostly live foods. They did eat some small amounts of some cooked foods. The only animal product they were permitted, and this was kind of more for their just their emotional attitudes and so forth, because some of them really wanted it, was a teaspoon of low-fat cream per day, and that was it.
Wow.
No meat, no poultry, no eggs, no cheese, no milk. And so basically he took them off of all cholesterol, period. And the American Heart Association says, well, low cholesterol. And that program has been found to slow the progression of heart disease a bit. And Dean Ornish said, no cholesterol, just cut it out completely, just don't even go there. And his program actually it not only slows down heart disease, it not only stops heart disease, it reverses it and takes it back and takes you back to health. So that was the diet. And then the exercise program, this can be a little different for everybody. It's just moving your body on a regular basis. So if you're into martial arts and marathons and that's your thing, great. If you prefer Tai Chi and yoga, that's great. If you just like to take a leisurely stroll around your neighborhood a couple times a day, that's great. It doesn't really matter so much if it's aerobic or anaerobic or high intensity or low intensity. And a lot of people who have a weight issue are going to have a problem getting into a very high intensity exercise program at first, and it's going to be better for them to start off slowly and build up very gradually as they get into better shape. You don't want to shock your body by trying to run 10 miles when you haven't run in 6 years.